Holy shit.
Are we actually going to post this one?
We'll see how it goes. Oh, wow. That's something.
With the ladies' Sunday school outfit on.
Oh, my gosh. Awesome.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
If you got a thirst for knowledge and a love for craft beer, then tune into our podcast and let us spin your ear. From UFOs to rock and roll, you'll be R-O-T-L, you'll A-O. Say, are you shitting me?
This is going to be awesome.
All right, welcome to AYS.
You've got a thirst for knowledge.
What the fuck are you wearing, Chuck?
Gobble Gobble, Brett. The episode. We've been waiting so long to do it. And I might look like a Sunday school teacher, but we're going to get through it.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, happy
Thanks for
Thanksgiving.
joining us.
Yep. Excited to do it.
How are things in your world, Chuck?
Things are going well. How about you?
I'm dressed like a
You're dressed
245-pound freaking turkey.
You're dressed
Things
like
are
a
awesome.
turkey. The funny thing is, you didn't even just break that out for Thanksgiving. You have it that you wear around the house all the time.
Dude, it's like plush and,
Super
and
comfortable.
soft.
I know you've been wearing that to bed. I know you have.
Dude, if I wasn't always so hot. Hey, Jen. Should I put that shit away? If I wasn't already like a hot sleeper,
Yeah.
this might be all right. Except the crotch, unfortunately, you can't see it, but the crotch is like really low, like MC Hammer pants.
Oh, okay.
And for those who don't know, MC Hammer was a artist back in the 90s. So it's kind of hard to walk around in these things, and there's no feet on them, but it's okay.
You should walk around your neighborhood with that thing on.
It'd be awesome if I can get somebody to record me. I think I would. Hey, Chuck, let's get into our episode beer.
Right.
You chose this one.
I did.
Maybe it was the label, maybe it was the name. Could be gold or totally lame. What are we sipping on? What are we
What
sipping
did you choose,
on?
Chuck?
This
What are we
is
sipping on? What are we
Schlafly's
sipping on?
Vanilla Pumpkin Ale.
Have you had this before?
I don't think that I have. Have you?
No, I've had. Schlafly seems to do a lot of these like holiday related themes. So I've had a few other Schlafly beers, but never this one.
This one is 8% ABV. Just so I
Nice.
want to get the ABVs out of the way. But
Yeah,
Vanilla
yeah, I know you
Pumpkin
do.
Ale.
I'm
Blends
surprised
classic
it's so high.
Pumpkin pie spices. I am a little too, with creamy sweetness of vanilla. Life is short, drink dessert first,
Oh,
as they say.
hey, so Schlafly, by the way, is out of St. Louis, Missouri.
That is that right.
Are you a pumpkin fan?
Not a pumpkin.
Like
fan.
normally?
Smashing pumpkins? Yeah, I love them.
When I first thought about this, it's got a pretty good smell to it.
Smells like a pumpkin pie.
I like pumpkin pie, but I am one of those, like, I'm good for one piece and I'm set for a year.
Yeah, it's a novelty. This beer's a novelty. I'm set for.
I'm good with-
one beer for a year.
Yep,
It's too much.
I am too. This is something that I could see people bringing over to somebody's house for Thanksgiving and then sharing a six-pack with, family and friends. And,
6 people. Yep, I get it.
right, exactly. Maybe 7 or 8, but it doesn't taste bad. In fact, it's got a 3.87 rating out of like 4.2 thousand reviews. And I saw that they won 3rd on the Untapped Community Awards, and I don't know what that means, but that sounds impressive.
All right, I'd like to understand what that's about. Nice.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. Yeah, it's good. It's not my favorite beer, but look at you. You just poured the whole thing in a glass.
I did.
Do you have something that you learned this last week, Chuck?
Here's something I learned while avoiding real responsibilities.
I learned that all mammals have goosebumps. Did you know that, Brett?
No.
Yeah.
Why? Did you do any research into that,
Nope,
Chuck?
I just read it right now.
Okay, that's fine. I don't. That's okay. I wonder if it's a. I mean, do all mammals have hair and therefore hair follicles, and then that's what makes it so they can have goosebumps? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Interesting. All right, Chuck. Here's something I learned while avoiding real responsibilities. The first sport played on the moon? Know what it was?
Golf.
Golf. Absolutely. So,
We actually talked about that
Thought
the
that-
one episode that you didn't release. It's probably one of the best ones.
lunar litter
One of
bugs.
the lunar litter bugs.
Tu- Tune in when we start getting bigger and we release that on our paid subscription.
Yeah, so this says all mammals get goosebumps at the base of each hair follicle, causing the hair to stand on end. In most mammals, this fluffs up their fur to trap some insulating air or makes them appear larger to scare predators. All right.
All I'm saying is I nailed it.
You're so smart, Brett. For our next Sunday lesson, we'll be doing...
Chuck, let's get into this amazing
let's get into it,
Thanksgiving
man.
episode.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Do you have any fond Thanksgiving memories from like childhood or maybe adulthood? Or is there one that stands out to you?
I have lots, but this one, there's one that I was thinking about this week. It was I actually wasn't present for this, but I thought the stories worth sharing. That
Okay.
my family who gets together back east made a turkey. Apparently, after the turkey was taken out of the oven, they put it on a kind of like a collapsible banquet table. And whoever
Oh, no.
had set the banquet table up did not set it up properly and put it right on the top, and it collapsed and the turkey fell on the floor. So they don't play the 5-second rule game. Everybody, there was like 20 people there. Everybody saw it, and they didn't. Turkey went in the garbage. I probably would.
Seriously?
I probably would have just wiped it off. Put it back. Put it back in the oven.
Right, throw
kill
that
it-
in the sink, rinse it off.
Rinse it off. Put it back in the oven to kill any bacteria or whatever. Serve it up.
Yeah. Throw a little butter on there.
Been fine.
One of my favorite Thanksgiving memories, actually, I enjoyed the Thanksgiving that we had when we lived together. And I know we've talked about it in the past, but number one, I as I recall, we went to some restaurant and got all the fixins. We didn't
Market.
make anything. Boston Market.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Not a sponsor, but they should be.
Yeah, well, I don't think anymore, Brett.
Well, then,
'Cause of that
then I
shitty-
just want their money. Just yeah. So we had all the fixings from there. It was a family meal, and former host Aaron was with us, and
Yeah, good
so
time.
the flag football.
Yep, flag football was
was-
fun. Warm shots of vodka.
Where Aaron didn't understand what flag football meant, and he was like tackling.
He's a big guy too.
And people were like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Who brought the big guy that just wants to run people over?
Right? You got this 6'2", 250-pound.
It's touch. It's touch
mammoth.
football.
Like, dude, it was 2-hand touch, dude.
It's back when we could still play flag football.
It's a good time.
That was a good time.
I did a little bit of digging on some recommendations for beer pairings. So I thought that we'll do our little dive into recommendations on beers that go with different foods.
Okay.
With the turkey, a roasted turkey, an amber ale or a brown ale or a good Marzen lager.
October.
Yeah, like an Oktoberfest type of beer. And that kind of makes sense. In my head, those kind of seem like they would
I
pair
agree with
well.
all that. Yeah.
Now, a herb rubbed turkey. It's recommended a Saison or a Belgian style triple.
Saison.
We? Hey, we still never made it to France.
Have we made it to
No,
Finland yet, though?
No, we haven't made it to
Finland.
Finland. Finland, where are you? So, deep fried turkeys, those are kind of becoming more popular every Thanksgiving, it seems like.
I have yet to do one, but I'd like to do one.
Oh, they're delicious.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. But a good old IPA is what is recommended with that. So
Nice. Okay.
now, smoked turkey. Have you ever had smoked turkey on Thanksgiving?
I actually usually make a smoked turkey. Actually, I must confess that I ask the guys who really know what they're doing at work to put it in the smoker for me, and then I go pick it up on Thanksgiving. It's a lot.
Oh, so by
it's a lot
by
of,
making a smoked turkey, you mean somebody else does it?
sure, but I get to bring it over.
That's right. Like, look what I have.
Got a turkey
Just got to
smoked?
choose your words properly. You don't say I did it.
I just say
I just
I
got
say
it.
I brought a smoked turkey for everybody. So
That's right, exactly. But it's recommended a Scotch ale, a porter, or even a New England IPA. You know, I could see a Scotch ale or a porter. IPA. I'm going to say no. But
yeah,
that's me.
I'm not really agreeing with that either. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Ham or cheese. Do you guys do ham for Thanksgiving?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally, right? It's not like the main dish.
You can't replace it. You can't replace
No,
ham
no,
with
no,
turkey.
it's not a
gotta be
substitution
in
for
addition
turkey.
to turkey.
Chuck, I enjoy on Thanksgiving having a good old Bourbon County stout from Goose Island. That's
It was Bourbon County.
they're coming out, I think, on Black Friday is when they're being released, the new latest versions. I heard the newest ones are aged in Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, Four Roses, and Wild Turkey barrels.
That makes sense.
Let's talk about what might be the most iconic part of Thanksgiving that isn't turkey, Chuck. Talking about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, Macy's parade. Okay.
Have you ever been to the Macy's Day Parade?
No, do they still have it?
Yeah, but you got to get up before 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's probably why I never seen. I've never been to the Macy's Day Parade, but from what I understand, Bray, you've been to the Macy's Day Parade.
It's true. I have. And I got lucky enough, I was invited to be indoors.
Awesome.
It's about 3 stories up, and I got to see all the balloons. I mean, literally, they bounce off some of the windows, you know, because they're hard to handle. At least I'm told. I've never tried.
But to understand balloons, we gotta rewind the clock, Brett.
Yes, Chuck, we do. So, 1924 is when Macy's wanted to get people all hyped about Christmas shopping, you know, because capitalism never sleeps, Chuck. And they launched what they called the Macy's Christmas Parade. And it had a bunch of employees dressed up in costumes. And I didn't know this, live animals that they got from the Central Park Zoo.
Yeah. Nothing says Happy Thanksgiving like a confused elephant marching through Manhattan, Brett. 1927, instead of having a tiger, they had an elephant that actually eat a small child. The tiger.
Wait, he could eat a small child or he did eat a small child?
Instead of having a tiger that could eat a small child, they did an elephant.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you know, the first giant balloon was Felix the cat.
Felix the cat. Huh. Funny, didn't even float first.
You're just dragging it along. Do you remember watching any Felix the cat cartoons when you were a kid?
I don't know if I do. Yeah.
I feel like I can remember seeing them. I don't remember being like I know who Felix the cat is, but I feel like that's like for old people, and we're not old. So,
Yeah, we're not old.
yeah.
You know that
Yeah.
You know that the balloon didn't even float at first because they were filling them with air and not with helium. Giant floppy lawn decorations.
It's an image. Yeah, apparently in 1928 is when they switched to helium, and the parade got its signature vibe of pre-recorded musicians and singers and these gigantic inflatable balloons.
How is this allowed, Brett? Macy's release of balloons into the sky, late 20s, early 30s. End of the parade, they just cut the ropes. Bye, Felix. And each balloon had a return address label. If you found,
Did you just do a bye, Felicia?
If you by Felix,
Bye, Felix.
Each balloon
Chuck's gonna start a trend.
Each balloon had a return address label. If you found one, Macy's gave you a reward. One guy found a balloon on his yacht. Another was.
I heard they used to give $100.
Was it $100?
Yeah.
Another guy found it off the coast of Nova Scotia. So, what does that tell you?
That they carry far in the wind. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had heard that one balloon actually collided with an airplane in 1931.
That's great. Go down.
So the story that I had heard, the pilot was actually trying to snag the balloon while flying. The balloon got caught on the wing, and they had to do, an emergency landing type of deal. And,
this is when they had the open cockpit, obviously.
I don't
or
know.
The guy did his window.
I had heard a couple versions. One of the versions I heard was that it was a student pilot, and it was a woman. She wanted to obviously make some money off of Macy's. That just doesn't make any sense. But that's when Macy's decided, all right, we're going to stop launching 60-foot Pikachu into the sky. Seems like a smart move.
Yeah. The modern balloons are made of polyurethane, and they're painted by hand.
I didn't know
Painted.
that.
You didn't know
Painted.
that? Yeah, I didn't know
No.
that either. That's. I'm not even sure if I believe that. The Ronald McDonald balloon, 50 gallons of paint, takes 2,500 hours to build. That's pretty incredible.
The paint makes sense as far as like keeping it fresh and vibrant, as opposed to.
Where do they get to just paint balloons for a day, or
I
gather around,
I
children.
think so.
Get your paint brushes. Actually, that would be a fun New York
Well,
school district thing to do, wouldn't it? Paint balloons for the Macy's Day Parade.
is that like detention? Like
No.
you got in trouble, so you got to go paint. Oh, it's a reward.
They do it as an honor.
Oh, because that's what kids want to do.
Yeah, they want to paint balloons.
What's the cutoff for enjoying a parade? What age? 6?
I say 1.
So, Chuck, do you know which balloon has appeared the most in all of the parades?
Yep. Snoopy.
You do?
Yep.
Yeah. It is Snoopy. Wow, Chuck, look at you. You're so hip.
I don't want to backtrack, but the Macy's Parade Studio staff is a team of artists, sculptors, and painters, and they're all responsible for painting the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons. So I guess they just single out all the eager school children that would do it for free as a reward, and they probably hire and pay these sculptors the people's tax dollars money. So
No.
what do you think about that in New York?
Doesn't Macy's pay for it?
I don't know. I just like to make up shit.
I mean, the city closes the streets and gives them security and yada yada. But I would think, right? Macy's is the sponsor. They pay for that shit.
The giant character balloons weigh about 400 pounds, empty. Once inflated, it requires 50 to about 90 controlling ropes in utility vehicles. That's pretty
Have you
incredible.
ever seen that? I've seen that where the balloons, like it's windy, and so like people are literally getting lifted off the ground because of the
I would love to
ropes.
see someone get carried away. Type of a rescue mission.
Find him in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Wow, he was hanging on for a long
Did they get a
time.
reward if they get a person with the balloon?
100. Double the price.
This one came with a person.
Dead or alive,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. So you have to go through a handlers, like a training program to be a rope.
So you got to be certified
Person?
to hold the rope, is what you're saying, Brett.
If you're about 1 year old, go check out the Macy's Day Parade. They're not a sponsor, or the city of New York, neither one.
All right, Brett, it's time to talk about something serious, my man. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Fried turkeys. And you know why?
Oh.
Because we're Americans, Brett.
Fuck yeah.
Do you know how many people are hospitalized each year trying to deep fry a turkey? Take a guess. Don't read it off anywhere or anything.
200.
There's estimated 60 injuries per year due to deep frying related incidents.
That seems low. I'm not going to lie.
That does seem kind of low. I want to say that's not. We should probably Google that right now.
Yeah.
Well, the exact
you get on
the
that.
exact number is not specifically tracked. So I would probably be pretty embarrassed to go to the hospital with a deep turkey injury. Well,
So how did
I
you
do-
how did you lose your face?
I do remember when, like, the first couple years when those deep fryers came out. I remember there was
Yeah.
a lot of stories about people how they would explode. So I don't know if that's from like putting the oil too hot or leaving it in too long, or
Actually,
you have
it's my understanding
you have a
that-
story.
well, I have done fried turkeys. Like I said, they're delicious. What I recommend, Chuck, is do 2 smaller turkeys and do one in the fryer, one in the oven, or smoke it at work. But the explosions is from people putting frozen turkeys into the fryer.
Yes,
You can't. It's got to be thawed. You can't.
or leaving
You
it.
can't.
People are using them indoors. Like it's not.
Well, yeah,
I-
you've seen that people doing it like in their garage.
well, I would do it in my garage. I think that'd be a place. To
Yeah,
do
but
it.
I mean, okay. To be clear, you got to do it up by the door. You don't like do it with the garage door closed.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to be smart about it.
That's where I.
So
Yeah, that's what I would do.
other people too, like they overfill with the oil, like they fill it up to the top, and then once they put the turkey in, it displaces oil that's now hot. You gotta. I mean, obviously you're gonna. Well,
You gotta
maybe
give
it's not
room,
obvious, but
you
it's
gotta
obvious
give
to me.
room
You
for
gotta heat it up.
displacement, Brett. That's what you're saying.
Yes, Chuck, I appreciate that little AYSM PSA. That's important stuff for our listeners.
Yeah.
But our listeners are smarter than the average American.
Are they?
That's what all research has said so far.
Brett, did you know
Check.
that the first Thanksgiving had no turkey?
I did actually know that, Chuck. I have quite a bit of knowledge about the first Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How many-
I mean,
how-
more than the average person.
Okay.
So,
The first thing.
do you know why? You know why, Chuck?
Yeah, because they didn't have a lot of turkeys running around at that time, so it was
That's
more
right.
more deer and duck and probably beaver. And
I had heard possibly even seal was on the menu,
yeah, I guess seal. They're right on the coast there, so
and tastes just like
yeah,
chicken. so-
turkeys weren't even really a big thing, and then obviously they became bigger later when I want to say when they were brought over, and then they started running wild, and then people would raise them too. So,
don't know
speaking
if
of a
there
wild
were
turkey,
wild
do you know
turkeys.
how fast a wild turkey can run, Brett?
I don't, Chuck, but I'm sure you have that in front of you.
20 miles per hour,
Holy
and they
cow.
fly short distances.
That okay.
You don't believe that?
With God as my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Do you remember that?
No. Who? What?
Oh my gosh!
What was that?
Google it. WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, I remember.
Oh my gosh! It was one of the best Thanksgiving episodes of any show ever.
Is that Johnny?
Oh my gosh!
Is that what Johnny Fever was saying?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They did a promo where they dropped turkeys out of a helicopter, and they were all falling to the earth and crashing through cars. And the manager of the station is like, "With God as my witness, I thought turkeys could fly."
It's awesome.
Like, here you go, Cincinnati. There's-
WKRP in Cincinnati. Oh wow!
Oh, so you remember that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's brought back some.
20 miles
memory.
per hour. That's twice as fast as you or I, Chuck. So
It's probably about 3 times as fast as me right now.
about 19 miles an hour faster than we can handle.
And speaking of Thanksgivings, do you have a cranberry that comes out of the can, which I always find so bizarre, is so widely accepted for Thanksgiving, but for anything else, we'd be like, what are you doing? How is that acceptable at the dinner table? But Thanksgiving, it's fine. Take it right out of the can with the can shape on it, put it right on the table and serve it. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Well, what are you going to do?
Completely
You're gonna
acceptable.
trim off the little
sometimes,
ridges? You got-
Sometimes
you got-
they sprinkle shit on it to make it look better. Like it doesn't look like it came out of a can with the ridges on it, but
what little sparkles? What?
yeah, I don't know. Like
You're
orange,
I-
like an orange,
yes,
orange
I-
slices or whatever. I don't know.
I love canned cranberries,
Do you?
whatever it is. But yeah, I love that shit.
That's-
So-
I just think it's so weird how we I'm sure that, and we all
Did
know,
you-
going back to the food episode, that's a total creation of after World War II and the industrialization of food.
Did you listen to our episode,
Or-
the cranberry scare of
The cra-
1959?
I know I have not listened to that yet, Brett. No, but I certainly will have a better understanding after I listen to that episode.
Yes, you will. I don't like the fancy cranberry sauce crap that people have with like almonds and all that kind of shit in there. Like, just give me
that's like
the good stuff.
real deal stuff, man. They take time to
I
make
know.
that.
I just need the stuff with sugar. That's it.
Yeah, there we go. Sugar. Do you know how cranberry? You know how cranberries are sorted by bounce, Brett? Did you know that? The harvesters use a flotation and bounce test to assess the quality and ripeness of the cranberry.
Chuck, you got me. I didn't know that one.
What's that?
So that's how they sort the cranberries by how they float.
Yeah, I think that's why you always see, like, in the commercials. I know, like, for Ocean Spray, you ever see those commercials where they're just all the cranberries are floating in the water?
Have you been up to Wisconsin and gone by a cranberry farm or whatever they're called?
Is there one up there?
I mean, there's tons up there, and they have like these, I don't know, these little waterways, and they've got all the cranberries floating.
I
in
will
water
definitely
there.
go check that out. That sounds actually pretty interesting.
It is. We should reach out. We should see if somebody will allow us to come. We can record next year's episode in one of these cranberry bogs or whatever they are. Yeah.
That'd be
See,
awesome.
like you said, the guys, they have the big waders and everything on. And
Yeah.
yeah. I think
I
that'd be a
I
blast.
always wondered, why do they have them in a lake of water? I didn't like.
Apparently they're sorting them, Chuck.
Yeah, I guess that's how it's done.
You look fantastic without your glasses on today. I just wanted to point that
Thanks,
out.
buddy.
Your uniform is a little bit
I'm
lacking.
gonna wear
but
this for every episode.
At least the hat. It's like nice buckle.
Where's the Sunday school teacher?
Oh, there he is.
Hello, boy. How many calories do you think the average person eats on Thanksgiving, Brett?
Oh, thousands.
4,500 is the statistic.
That's the average? Or, man, because if that's the average, that means there's people out there eating 8,000, 9,000 calories.
Easy.
So, speaking of that, Chuck, when do you normally eat your Thanksgiving meal? Like, noon, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock? What's your tradition?
I think for like the past few years, it's been probably anywhere from noon to mid-afternoon.
Yeah, I think someplace like 1 to 3 o'clock, so call it 2 o'clock maybe. I think that's a great time to eat because it gives you time to have a little siesta, gives you time to go back and have second round. Are you a 2-round Thanksgiving person?
No, I usually eat all at once. Well, I'll usually do 2 plates because you can't fit it all on your plate.
Right, you got it.
So in the one sitting, I'll probably have like 2 plates. And then later in the night, I always enjoy that nice fresh turkey sandwich. But you got
Mashed
to
potatoes
the
and
thing
gravy?
about the turkey, though, is you got to get it at the same day because like you can eat it the next days, but it doesn't taste as fresh. It starts to get dried out when you put it in your fridge. So
Yeah.
there's nothing like having that turkey
I recommend
sandwich
you-
from
you-
later that day. It's
You
good.
should just try leaving the turkey out.
What?
Just leave it out for 6 or 7 hours and it'll be fine.
Yeah, well,
overnight.
it'll be fine. Don't even worry about it.
Salmonella. All right. Well, thanks, Chuck. That was enlightening. Whew, that's a tough one to say.
Get that
This
out.
beer's
Yep.
going good. Let's do a little truth telling. I think there are a lot of Thanksgiving lies that we all believe. And Chuck, I think it's time for us to ruin some holiday nostalgia. One fact at a time here. Let's do what we do, Chuck.
Yep, being the 2 drunk uncles of podcasting, pull up a folding chair. Let's disappoint America.
How many nieces and nephews do you have, Chuck?
Oh,
I've got 6.
6.
So.
7. 7 is the 7. Going with 7.
We could be the 2 drunk uncles.
Okay.
That's great. So here's Here's Thanksgiving lie number 1, Chuck. Turkey makes you tired.
Yeah, I knew that
That's
wasn't.
not true.
It's the whole eating makes you tired.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily turkey.
Yeah. Turkey has the tryptophan, which does contribute to being tired. But yeah, eating 4,500 fucking calories in one sitting,
Tryptophan.
that'll make you
What
tired.
is tryptophan?
It's a chemical that causes sleepiness.
I didn't know you were such a scientist now, Brett. Okay.
Yeah.
Pilgrims wore buckles and hats on their shoes.
You have a buckle
On
on your
their
hat.
hats and shoes, as you see right here in my belt buckle. They're fashion icons.
Yeah.
We're the original Hot Topic employees.
You know, they didn't, Chuck. They did not. That was added by artists centuries later.
So even the selfies of
Laters?
1621 lie, is that what you're saying, Brett?
Yes. But why? I mean, why is that even a thing? I mean, first of all, I don't know anyone through history that wore buckles on their hat, but you know,
Why did they add them?
Why did they?
Why didn't they add this? They didn't. The belt buckle makes sense to me, and I don't know if they added that, but why is
Well,
that?
right? Like to hold your pants up. Yeah, I don't.
Or
but
maybe
why-
they had
why
this
in the
buckle on
shoes
their
and the
hat to
hat?
hold their hat on. It's windy, or I don't know.
How about a chin strap? Wouldn't that work better than a fucking belt
Doesn't
on
have
your
this, it
hat?
doesn't have the same fashion appearance.
How many
though.
times? How many? I'm picturing you going to a Cubs game, and you're like, "Well, it's a little bit windy today. I better put my belt on my hat." Like,
Buckle it down.
huh? Indeed. All right. So another Thanksgiving lie that everybody believes is that Black Friday term came from when all the stores went into the black in their accounting books. So, you know, if you were red, if you were red, you were negative sales, and black, you're positive sales.
Yeah.
You know, it's a record keeping thing. And yeah, so that's the story, is that everybody, you know, went into the black
Okay.
on Black Friday. But, you know, that's not true, Chuck.
Yeah. So why is that, Brett?
Well, Chuck, it is widely accepted that the Philadelphia Police Department coined the term because in the 60s, the crowds and chaos were a nightmare for them, and they just started calling it Black Friday.
Some screams holiday
don't-
spirit, like fist fight over a $12 blender.
You ever go out on Black Friday, Chuck?
Nope.
I mean, have you?
I do not do it.
Yeah.
I have in the past, and I don't do it. My wife and her family loves it, and I want nothing to do with it. I don't even. I think half of it is just fabricated and made up. I don't know if you're really like the sales are really that awesome, but dealing with all that is
Yeah.
not for me.
I
Bring me to a bar, and I'll drink a beer while you go do that. I mean, forget
Right.
about it.
I actually, you know, I think there's fewer and fewer malls out there, but I'd heard that on Black Friday, some of the bars that were in restaurants at the mall, it was one of their busiest days because guys would go in there
Yeah,
and drink while
absolutely.
their spouse was shopping. I don't know. Like you said, I don't believe the hype that the savings are that amazing. I get it that Walmart and other stores were doing like, oh, we've got a 70-inch TV for $5, you know, and all these people are lining up for it, and then they get in there and realize that they have two that are marked down to $5. That's just a great marketing scam.
And if you go, like even now, like if you go to Costco or Walmart, because they're at the end of the year, they have deals on outlet TVs. Anyways, just go before, and you'll get a lot
I
of
was at
those.
Sam's Club, and they had a 70 or 80-inch TV. It was marked down to like $600,
I should buy that.
like last week.
Yeah,
It's a good deal.
yeah. Why not get it?
Here's another lie for you that everybody believes, that the presidential turkey pardon is a historic tradition.
It's all the way back to 1989, ancient times.
I had heard that it started with Lincoln and that he had issued a pardon for his son's turkey And when I say it was his son's, it was the, president's turkey, and it was going to be their Thanksgiving meal, and that his son was so upset about this that he had issued a pardon. But, it wasn't like a tradition, like you said, until 1989. So that's
Before that, most presidents ate the turkey, Brett.
ate the turkey.
Well,
Yeah, that's what they were there for.
Why wouldn't you?
Right?
Huh.
I had heard now that turkeys that are pardoned are they're sent to some like sanctuary or some zoo or whatever takes them, and then they
No, they're not.
bring their
they're
neck,
brought
pluck 'em, and
downstairs
fry
to
'em.
the kitchen, and the staff eats it like normal people. They take care of it.
Wait,
You always see that.
you have a
You see
staff?
that. You see the turkeys running on the White House lawn. The staff takes.
Oh, it's-
the staff. The kitchen takes care. They know what they're doing. They're some of the best cooks. They take that turkey and they're like, "Hey, these assholes don't want to eat it. We're gonna go ahead.
Like, I'll eat
You can
that
pardon
shit."
the turkey all you want, but we're gonna eat this turkey for Thanksgiving. It's part.
Fuck
It's
that. we're
pardoned to
eating
come downstairs to this kitchen and make a meal for the rest of us.
it. That's good shit. All right. So I was surprised, Chuck, to find out that Thanksgiving is not a unique American holiday.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that too. There's some serious misconceptions about the first Thanksgiving, like it actually being 3 days long. And if you read into it, it also states that the Native Americans didn't show up till the third day. And they probably weren't there to share a meal. They were there because they heard.
Because they owed him money. Where's my fucking money?
Was that what it was? They owed them money?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the Native Americans had money. Right?
Right.
Like,
Well, no, that's right. They traded physical items for, that was their source of
Yeah.
currency. But
bartering.
yeah. And they heard, well, as I had read before, they most likely had come because they saw all these people gathering and they heard like gunshots because they were celebrating, which is what people do to celebrate.
That's what Americans do.
Because they would have the pilgrims would have an annual party to celebrate their harvest for the most part, which is pretty common throughout the world. After harvest, you have some kind of celebration, and they think that's why the Indians came to see what it was, and they came to check that out, and then that's how they ended up celebrating with them. But
Yeah,
as we
that's
know,
what I heard.
that always wasn't the case, depending upon what tribe and what people they encountered. It was always not a friendly meal together.
We were definitely misled in our childhoods to the history of the first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims.
Yes. It's very
So
very nice sentiment, but yeah.
yeah, it sounds like great. Like, oh, everybody, we're so thankful for you being here. Let's sit down and
Yeah, thanks for coming over and taking over our section of the country here that's not established
Yeah.
yet, but
thanks for kicking us out of our neighborhood, yo. Canada, actually, their first Thanksgiving was in 1578. It was 40 years before the first American Thanksgiving. So they celebrate it in Canada on the second Monday in October. Ironically, they do have turkey and family and football as well. So, but Canadians are too polite to like brag that their Thanksgiving is older than ours. But such nice people up there, Chuck.
I wonder if that's where the whole idea of sharing a meal with the indigenous people, I want to say this is where America must have adapted that whole story. And then it did, and then when the Pilgrims did have it, they did have it with a local tribe. And I want to say that we just kind of adapted that story. And it probably did come from Canada already doing it. And then that's just how we went with it until they made it an actual national holiday.
I agree. So I will say that many of the Mayflower passengers actually came from the Netherlands, and they believe that the Pilgrims' Thanksgiving was inspired by a celebration there that was a celebration of breaking a Spanish siege. And so they were already celebrating Thanksgiving. So this was a tradition that they had. However, I think you might be right, Chuck. I think the version that we have come to know is probably based on Canada's version of Thanksgiving.
So what I found interesting too was you thought that the Pilgrims initially just came from England, but like you had just said, they moved from England
Netherlands.
to the Netherlands, and then kind of for the same reason that they moved from England, religious reasons or whatever. They moved to America. That's pretty incredible when you think of it. That's a lot of moving across a lot of different nations, continents.
Yeah.
So much to the fact where they're like, all right, well, we're going to go, now that we moved to the Netherlands, now we're going to get on a boat. We're going to go across this water we don't even know. And we're going to go to this, wasn't a country yet, but this land that we don't even know what it's all about. And we're going to start over there.
I had heard that they actually wanted less freedom of religion. They were hoping to come here, have their own, Puritan religion, and
Very pure.
and that was it, and that was all that was going to be here.
They just wanted
So-
they just wanted,
They wanted it all for themselves.
they didn't want any other religions.
Greedy little people. Yeah, right. That's what I had heard. So it wasn't freedom of religion. It was more like one religion. So you had mentioned, you kind of hit on it. There are multiple cultures, Germany, Japan, other places that theirs is based on a harvest festival of sorts. So in Germany, it's in October, and they have fattened chickens and castrated roosters, is what I read. So nothing like a good castrated rooster to say thanks, But yeah, I know you have a couple around your house.
Yeah, walking cops all over the place here. We castrate them so they won't fight
I
each
bet
other.
you do. And Japan.
I got the biggest cock
Thanksgiving is
really. This rooster over here that I have here, he's pretty incredible. I'm sorry, go on. No, what were you saying?
in Japan. It's a Labor Thanksgiving Day. It's celebrated on November 23rd, and it stems from an ancient rice harvest festival. But modern version is a workers' right celebration in 1948 is when that started. So, yeah, it's one of the only countries I think where their Thanksgiving is less about eating and more about arts and crafts, because the kids all make thank you notes for community workers like firefighters, police officers, that kind of a thing. So seems really nice. I learned that in Norfolk Island, an American trader started the tradition in 1890s, and he was trying to get whalers to church. Norfolk Island is Australian territory, and they celebrate on the last Wednesday of November with church decorations and hymns. So kind of started as a marketing scheme, and now it's a 130-year-old tradition.
I found it pretty interesting that they even celebrate in Grenada every October 25th. The West Indian island celebrate Thanksgiving, which marks the anniversary of the joint Caribbean and U.S. military invasion. I don't know how that. Oh, I get
Celebrating us leaving.
from the troops. The troops' arrival restored order after an army coup ousted and executed Morris Bishop, the socialist leader. So that's kind of interesting.
Do you remember when we Grenada?
Yes, I do.
Grenada?
Yep. Yep.
I don't remember what year that was, but it seems to be in my memory. Not a huge surprise, but Puerto Rico also has adopted the American Thanksgiving pretty much after they became a U.S. territory in the late 1800s. And so they celebrate on the fourth Thursday in November, and they've got Black Friday shopping. So it's my understanding that they traditionally celebrate. They have turkey, mofongo, roast pork, plantains, rice, and beans.
Turkey stuffed with mofongo. It's a mashed plantain dish.
Yeah.
Or roast pork is also a common item.
I've never had mofongo. Sounds good. We have not been invited to Puerto Rico to celebrate Thanksgiving.
You can kind of see where different cultures, religions, whatever, are kind of combining together for the same celebrations that they do. Now, Thanksgiving is, obviously we have the story and whether how much truth it is, celebrating with the Native Americans. There were lots of Native American tribes that did not want to celebrate with us.
Right.
And so it's really just about family and giving thanks to what you have in your life. So think everybody can adapt to that. It's not really a religion.
Well,
It's really not a religious holiday. So that's
definitely
nice
not a
to-
religious holiday here in the U.S.
Yeah.
It is in other places, but I do think
I like
it's-
that
it's-
though. I like how it should because then that can represent something for everybody, no matter what religion
Well,
you are.
and it sucks that we have to have a designated day for people to give thanks for good things in their lives.
Yeah, but for certain days you're not going to get together with certain members of your family unless it's Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm just
I get that, but you should be grateful and thankful for your family most of the time.
you should
I'm
be
saying all
but-
the time. I mean, because sometimes they're just assholes. But
But that's kind of the day
Yeah.
where you tolerate, right? Is
yeah,
Christmas
until
too,
you
but-
have too much to drink and you fry your face off with a frozen turkey and fryer.
That you
Yeah,
put it in the
then-
fryer, and then the political discussions come out, and then it's
But see,
it's all over.
yeah. That's right. But see, that's just like 4th of July too. What a great celebration. Let's celebrate our independence by blowing off our fingers. That's awesome. Like,
Well,
yeah. Well, am I wrong? I'm free.
it wasn't created until Abraham Lincoln declared it in 1863 too.
Yeah. Well, actually, I had heard that it was on a different day, and then I can't remember who it was. A different president made it official on the last Thursday of November. So
Okay, that's
I had that information, but I've been drinking this Schlafly
starting to get to you. That 8%
Vanilla pumpkin ale?
8% ABV.
Yeah. So now I don't have those notes anymore, Chuck.
And did you also know that pumpkin pie wasn't served at the first Thanksgiving? And cranberry sauce wasn't a staple out of the can at the time. Cranberries were most likely used for
Okay.
medical purposes. I'm just saying.
I
And the idea that popcorn being served is a myth too, that's bullshit. I don't know.
had never heard that one, but
And I never knew that popcorn was a thing until I did some reading on it. I'm like, I don't know anything about popcorn on Thanksgiving.
so you just debunked another Thanksgiving myth for us,
Yeah.
Chuck. Thanks.
Yeah.
A Thanksgiving lie.
Just
That's great.
Think about that.
What'd you think of this beer, Chuck?
I give it a 6. Did you just finish yours?
Of course you do.
Sure.
Yep, just finished. I'm telling you, it was going down pretty easy. So because of that, I'm going to give it a
I
solid.
got 5 more you can have if you want them.
Nope, I'm all good.
Send
Thank
them
you.
out to you. All right.
I'm gonna give that a solid 3. It is not my jam, but like I said, it did actually go down pretty well. And as we mentioned earlier, you get a 6-pack, make everyone else in the family have one, and enjoy it. Probably would be good with a piece of pumpkin pie. And that, my friends, is another episode of Are You Shitting Me?
Gets you go right into your radio voice. Big thanks for hanging out with us. Share the show with a friend, an enemy, your weird uncle, your group chat. We don't care.
We don't care.
A download is a download, Brett.
It is, Chuck. Everybody should be sharing this with all their friends. Like, hey, I found these 2 idiots on YouTube or Spotify. You should check them out. Make sure you follow, subscribe, leave a review, hire a skywriter, whatever you need to do so you never miss an episode. Do the things.
Brett cries whenever the follower count drops. His self-esteem line.
Dude, I know you don't care. I monitor it every day.
I know you do.
like, ooh, look at all these people. It's a real metric. You need to invest in it, Chuck. All right, we'll be back soon with more unbelievable facts, questionable decisions, and stories that'll make you say,
Are you shitting me? We'll be back for leftovers and facts nobody else asked for. Happy Thanksgiving.